Hello everybody and welcome along to a brand new video where today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the big rumours that the Daleks are going to be back for the New Year's Day special. So yes, yet another good old rumours doing the rounds from the Daily Mirror, classic tabloid journalism, we love them. And this article is hinting at the fact that the Daleks are going to return, as I say, for the New Year's Day special, which is going to be called Resolution. That is pretty much, I think, officially the sort of unofficially confirmed title, like it's sort of leaked somewhere or something like that, I believe. And yes, this article is claiming that the Daleks are going to be redesigned in some form, we don't quite know how, and will return as the big terrifying villains of the New Year's Day sort of special for Doctor Who. So first off, this is from the Daily Mirror, which are a tabloid newspaper in the UK, which have a sort of habit, shall we say, for pulling out stories from nowhere and just making stuff up. To give them some credit, they did correctly predict that there would be no more Christmas special this year and that it was moving to New Year's Day. They did get that right, so therefore I'm going to give them a little bit more credence than maybe I did beforehand, though it must be said that this article has no sources or anything whatsoever. They're literally just stating it as fact from no obvious, sort of no quotes, nothing, just saying that is how it is. So whether it's actually true is hard to know. I think it would make a lot of sense. Certainly it's something that actually I would really crave for this series. It just feels like, as good as it's been, there hasn't been enough of a link back to the older days, and bringing in the Daleks for the New Year's Day special, when you feel like the New Year's Day special needs something to make it significant, because otherwise it's just another Doctor Who episode that's on a day that happens to be slightly longer. Like, because it's not tied to Christmas, there's nothing important about it, I think, in that regard. So I think bringing the Daleks in really would be a fantastic decision and sort of choice to go down. And it's also worth noting that we haven't had a sort of proper Dalek story since September 2015 with The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar. So it's been well over 3 years since we had a last proper Dalek story. Of course, yes, the Daleks have briefly appeared in other stories. They had a very small cameo in Hellbent, had a brief cameo in the pilot, and also Rusty turned up briefly in Twice Upon a Time. So you've had small little moments of Daleks in sort of since then, but for a proper Dalek story, we haven't had one since, as I say, 2015. So I think in some regards it's been a long enough period of time, and I feel like it's what everybody wants now. I think I was initially, at the start of the series, I probably would have said, no, I want to leave it another series before we get the Daleks back. But having had the series play out the way it has, I think I am just kind of craving something returning to connect this all back to the older series, to give Jodie that first confrontation with the Daleks would be fantastic. And so I personally really hope this rumour is true. Now, one thing I should just make clear, because I have seen a couple of people sort of saying it, is people saying that, oh, this is a reaction to the bad response to the series, therefore they've suddenly managed to had to pull back the Daleks and to try and make it good again. That's rubbish, because they filmed this New Year's Day special before any of Series 11 aired. It was filmed at the end of the Series 11 filming block, so this episode was probably filmed, I think, in maybe June, July, August time, somewhere in the summer, essentially, well before any episode of Series 11 had been seen by anybody. So absolutely, this was a creative decision that was probably made a year and a half ago, that this is what they wanted to do with the special. It's absolutely nothing to do with the quality or the reaction and response to this current series. But yes, as I say, it is something I very much would look forward to and crave. It'll be interesting to see if it's true what sort of redesign it's going to be getting. The article claims they're no longer going to be bronze, so will it just be the same model, just maybe they're silver or something, or more classic looking, I don't know. Will they do the risky move of completely redesigning it like they did with the Paradigm Daleks back in Victory of the Daleks, which it's fair to say didn't have the greatest response, hence why we never saw just those Daleks again. They were used, but alongside the normal Daleks, because that's what people wanted. So I'll be intrigued to see if Chris is bold enough to try and go for a new one, because of course Chris is writing this story, it should be said. Chris is writing this weekend's finale, and he's writing the New Year's Day special as well. Think of that what you will, but that is the facts of it, and maybe he'll write a good Dalek story, who knows? And I guess the other thing worth noting is, well, the article claims that we'll get a glimpse of them in the trailer for the New Year's Day special at the end of the finale this weekend, on Sunday. That's entirely possible, and certainly would confirm it. It would seem a little bit weird given Chris's spoiler policy to suddenly chuck Daleks in the trailer for the New Year's Day special, but maybe they will. Or is it possible? The thing that I would love is if the cliffhanger featured a Dalek and we lead into the New Year's Day special off the back of a cliffhanger-y end to the series, that sort of we see the Daleks return for the first time or something like that. I don't know, just some big cliffhanger that leads us into this big epic special against the Daleks for New Year's Day. That I think would be the best sort of way to do it. to really just build up the hype and excitement for the New Year's Day special. Though I do feel like if it's true and the Daleks are the big villains of the New Year's Day special, they need to promote it, they need to build it up, they need to make it a massive thing that the Daleks are back. It's been 3-4 years. Look at this, this is going to be one of the sort of epic Doctor Who stories, the Doctor versus the Daleks, the classics return, that kind of thing. They need to build on the PR rather than try and keep it all a secret. I think this is a situation where they just need to kind of talk about it and say, yes, the Daleks are back, they're back for their big return, they're bigger and better than ever, blah, blah, blah. Use PR statements and whatever, but just get it out there. I think that's the best way to do it for the BBC, rather than try to hide it, because then people are just going to have no reason to tune in for the New Year's Day special, because it just seems like another episode of Doctor Who that's on New Year's Day. One of the good things for the New Year's Day special is that it is airing at 7 PM. It's got a prime time 7 PM to 8 PM slot on New Year's Day, so that certainly is a fantastic position for gaining as many viewers as possible and really just hooking people in. It is, I'd say, pretty much the perfect time slot, and highly likely to get a lot more viewers than if it was aired on Christmas Day. So I'm certainly very optimistic in that regard. The one other interesting thing that came out of that Daily Mirror article was a comment down near the bottom of it saying that that the New Year's Day special is going to be the only episode of this airing in 2019, and that Series 12 is going to be delayed until early 2020. Of course, this is a rumour that's sort of spun around before. Recently, the Daily Mirror have seemed to be consistently pushing this as a rumour. I remember reading another website more recently which said actually that's rubbish, and that there will someone from the BBC confirmed there will be a full series, or there will be a series in 2019. Whether it's a 5 or 6 episode series or whether it's a 10 episode series, we're not quite sure, but they strongly said that there was going to be a series next year, whereas this Daily Mirror article saying that actually no, we're not going to get anything else until early 2020. So I really don't know quite who to believe in this regard. Obviously I really hope that we do get a series next year. It won't be a disaster if it's delayed until, say, January 2020, because it's only realistically 2 or 3 months. It's not the end of the world, but it'll still be a shame if the only episode of Doctor Who we get next year is on the 1st of January, and that's it until the start of the following year. So I really hope that's not the case, but it's definitely possible. Daily Mirror have got things right with the prediction of the New Year's Day special, so we'll just have to, I think, wait and see really as whether these rumours are true. But now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about these rumours? Do you want the Daleks to return for the New Year's Day special? Are you excited about it? What sort of storylines would you like to see them go down with them? If they have a redesign, have you got any sort of preferences on how you'd like to see them redesigned, what colour, anything like that? I'd just love to hear what you guys have to say about the possible return of the Daleks. But there we go, guys, that's just about it from this video. We're only a couple of days away now, of course, from the Battle of Ranskor Av Kolos, the finale to Series 11. I'll be having a preview of it coming up tomorrow night, and then Sunday night it is the episode, so that's certainly something to be excited about. But other than that, guys, do remember to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you again very soon for another one. Goodbye.